Hi, I am Taylor.
And I'm Nicole, and this is Glitter and Cat Litter. In this episode, we talk about our allergies.
That's all you remember talking about?
I literally just asked you, what else did we talk about?
We talk about some other stuff. We talk about like baking and Mother's Day and summer bods.
And how hot Taylor is.
Okay.
And how hot I want to be.
Okay. And croissants and whatever else we talk about. You know, you're going to hear it right now.
Enjoy.
But also like and subscribe. And if you want to get episodes early, you can sign up for a membership on glitterandcatlitter.com or the YouTube channel. Or also like there's occasional exclusives and stuff too.
Glitter and Cat Litter.
Glitter and Cat Litter.
I want to show off all my blue things.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I'm wearing a blue shirt. I'm wearing a new blue workout shirt. I just painted my nails blue. And I got a new phone case yesterday that is this color, which is perfect because it also matches my roller skates, kind of, close enough. And Taylor has the new iPad and he has a new case.
Oh, you still have my iPad. I don't need to be doing this with my phone.
This color.
Okay, so for those of you not watching, she is in, for not watching, she is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades of blue.
And my nails.
That was with the fifth
and my
one.
eyes.
The sixth one would be your eyes. But your eyes kind of encompass all of them. So
right? It's so exciting. Taylor had, if you're not watching, you probably know what color my skates are. And they show up like a blue, light blue, sometimes a grayish blue. I'm obsessed with this blue that's like a gray blue, yet still a light baby blue. I'm having a moment because this is my favorite color. Always has been. And Taylor got his moment a few seasons ago because everything was green.
yeah, there's still a lot of green floating around and
is.
I don't want it to go away. And I don't like that it is going away slightly.
I like it going away because it's making room for my blue.
Yeah, see, but we could do the green every autumn, every fall. Give me the green. And then every spring you can get your blue. And then come back. Let's go back to autumn. I get the green again.
That's fine.
But they don't. Nobody does.
No, but we can.
But if I can't get anything that's the color, then
I'll make it. I'll buy the fabric.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
Great.
Yeah, how many times have you done any of that?
You know what? I've tried to sew things a few times now.
Yeah, when was the last time you gave her a real shot?
Before Vegas.
When was the last time we went to Vegas?
Dylan's birthday. He hasn't had another, so it's been less than a year.
You're rocking 10 months.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure. That's great.
Anyway, I'm really excited about all my blue things. It makes me very happy.
I know. I saw how excited you were when we went to the Apple store, and you were like, you always go. She's worse than me. Everybody thinks that I go into the Apple store and I buy one of everything every single time. That's not the case at all.
No, your price point is a lot higher than mine. Come on. Well,
yeah, but it's justifiable, mostly.
Mostly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't like buy a computer every year.
You can justify anything.
But I'm not like buying a computer every 2 seconds when they come out with one. Like my computer's like 3 years old. They're on. We're halfway through the cycle of their newer computer than mine.
You sold your old one and got a smaller one.
Yes, and I have the older computer that's been out for like 8 months, which means my computer came out in 2022, which is what the model number of my computer is, not 23.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, you're making it sound like I'm not that way.
I'm just saying your price point. You say I'm worse than you. Yeah.
You are worse than me.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to Lululemon, you buy something. You go into
so did
Apple.
Yours was more. Oh, I bought 2 things, but I'm going to return one.
Yeah, but every time you go into Lululemon, you buy something.
Yeah, well, I work out a lot, okay?
Yeah, well, so do I, but do I buy something every time?
I take videos a lot.
Yeah, but so do I, but do I?
No, you don't.
You put me in all your videos.
Well, that's your problem.
I don't willingly. I just exist in the house. Well, I guess I
was
don't
going to say no
unwillingly.
one's looking at your outfits, but they are. I have not bought new workout clothes in a few months. No, a year. I think the last time I bought something for working out was when I started the workouts, the Mind, Body, Soul ones.
That would make sense.
So that's a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long while. And I used to try to wear a new outfit or like a new item every video. And now I'm on like video 600 and I realized at video like 100 that wasn't going to work out.
Well, we also don't have I guess we could have a wardrobe budget, but you buy too expensive of things for the wardrobe budget to be anything reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair. But I also had like brands wanting to send me stuff.
For a little bit, yeah.
But they were not good.
I mean, you still wear a bunch of it, and it's fine.
No, I've gotten rid of a lot of it.
Yeah, but there's still a couple things that have stuck.
Yeah, a couple things have. A good sports bra. What brand was that? Actually, no, that's a good. No wonder why. That one's good. That was Third Love, which is the bras that I wear as well. Third Love had good stuff. I still have all of their stuff except one pair of workout pants that did not cut well. Workout pants are hard, like tight spandex workout pants. You should get more of those.
Why?
Because your legs look nice.
I don't want to be constricted.
Why not? You don't like it go nice and tight?
Not while I'm trying to run.
It keeps everything. Yeah, you might like that,
no,
actually.
I don't need it. I want to know where it jiggles so then I can get rid of it.
Gosh.
No, I guess if that's my biggest thing is I need, through all of this, my legs keep getting smaller. So I don't keep having to buy new pants. I have not bought pants or anything in a long time because I'm like, it keeps shrinking and I can't.
Keeps changing, yeah.
But now I'm in the smallest size you can buy.
Yeah.
Buy for men. So I'm just kind of like, well, it can't get smaller than that.
It is kind of nice because like you walk into a store and you're like, do they have an extra small? Nope. Okay. Can't buy it.
Yep, exactly. Where before it was like, I could probably make a small work or I could make a medium work or, does the large fit better or whatever. Now it's like, if they don't have it in an extra small, the small is going to be too big. So let's look online.
Also for my petite short girls and men out there, I bought a sweater off of Gap, which the Gap in our mall is not there anymore. Is there a Gap at Brea? I don't think so.
No.
But at South Coast, they closed it. They only have a baby Gap. But Gap has petite sizing for like sweaters and things. And in the pants I'm wearing, you can't see them, but they're like sweater pants. Those
are Gap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Taylor likes it, but I love these. I have these sweatpants. I have a matching crew neck, like sweater. And then I have another sweater. And what I'm trying to say before I get into the story is their petite sizing is perfect for actually petite people. I was always too scared to try it because I was like, okay, I'm not a big person. If I buy an extra small, it's going to fit. Like I know it's going to fit. And I have a larger chest and bigger hips. So when I buy petite sizing, I'm always scared that it's going to like not quite fit right. But for their sweaters, I have learned it's magical because the sleeves aren't too long. I should know that. Like that makes perfect sense that a petite sizing in a sweater would fit correctly for a petite person.
Well, now you know.
But I was in denial. Now I know. But
you went to Africa?
No, but we did just go on Jungle Cruise. But growing up, shout out to my coach, Chris, who I had for my entire life. She's still around. I still have her, but I don't take lessons from her anymore. But Chris, I am turning into Chris.
I'm never going to let you do that.
I am like when I have a nice sweatsuit on, I'm not buying. She always bought fresh new white
Air Force.
Air Force. to wear for Worlds, but she always had like chic sweatsuits and like things that she would wear, and they look so good on her. And I am buying things like that now, and I'm only 31, which I would have to do math backward to see how old she was when she was teaching me, but yeah, every time I wear it, I put it on and I'm like, I feel like a chic grandma. And then I'm like, I look like Chris.
A chic grandma.
Which she is, a chic grandma.
I don't feel like you look like a grandma.
No, but I feel like one when I wear that stuff.
Why? Because you're old and creaky?
No, it's like a sweater that a grandma would wear.
It's just a sweater. What about it?
It feels grandma-esque. Like grandma in Newport Beach. That's what I feel like.
I don't understand where you're going with this whole grandma thing, because none of the things that you're buying, outside of the things that you have from my grandma, do I think any of your wardrobe looks like a grandma? It literally
doesn't
just
even
looks
look like a grandma.
You could take
grandma
the
stuff.
you could take the chic part and stop talking.
Okay, so it's just chic.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just wearing.
So I
yeah,
just personally feel like a grandma, but I feel so good in it. It feels right.
there you go.
This is, I think, my dad's work shirt, like button up.
It is not something I would ever purchase. It is also far too large for me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not yours, but I'm pretty sure it's my dad's. But I washed it with my black sweater, so there's a whole bunch of black lint. But I've been seeing these like chic, again, word chic.
You're starting to use chic like you were using perfection for a
yeah,
long time.
you're
Now.
right.
We need to nip this one in the butt now.
I've been seeing these outfits on Instagram, and a lot of them are wearing these like big button ups. And I, thank goodness, my mind wasn't like, oh, I have to go out and buy this. I was like, oh, I have like 8 of those.
But you've been wearing that same general style for a long time. Like
yeah, but this I usually wear as pajamas.
Because it looks like pajamas. But
Yeah.
you wear like his army jacket every once in a while, or like you wear like something as an outerwear
Yeah. I
edition
like that.
often.
Yeah. I like it.
I like the idea of layering until I do it, and then I just go, I'm wearing a t-shirt.
You know what shirt I think will fit you now of mine?
What?
My Scotch and Soda, like Bruno Mars button up. I almost put it on today.
Bruno Mars button up.
Yeah, it's like that silky short sleeve button up. Do you know what I'm talking about? With
Nope.
the palm trees?
Maybe. Have to see it to believe it.
I put it on today, and I was like, I think Taylor could wear this. I think this would look good on Taylor.
Well, let's put it this way. I have been able to fit into your leather jacket
Yeah.
for
Which
8
is
months.
we wore what?
Yeah.
Extra small.
Uh-huh. So here, yeah, okay. So for anybody that has any question or bearing, like I don't feel like I've ever looked big on this podcast.
I look big on the internet. I look tall on the internet.
I don't know what people think I look like on the internet. I feel like I don't look. I don't know.
People used to think you were shorter than me.
How dare every single one of you?
I think it's just because when you're filming, you get really good angles of me.
Yeah, I film you ultra wide. Well, not iPhone ultra wide, more or less ultra wide, very wide angle and
low.
Low, yeah. Makes everybody look taller. Makes their legs look super long.
I don't know why that would correlate to you being smaller, but I think that
it would correlate to me being smaller because you either use the front-facing camera or use a regular wide-angle lens, which is not nearly as wide and not in the appropriate angle. We shoot straight on, so I don't look taller. But if you were to film me with the same angle, I would look exceedingly tall.
Well, also when I stand next to you, you're like a whole head
like
taller
6
than
inches
me.
taller
so
than you.
I don't understand where people would think you're small.
Or I'm 7 inches taller than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5'9". 9 minus 2 is 7.
Yes.
Yep. Anyway, I have been able to fit into Nicole's stuff for a while. So for anybody that wonders what, like...
Not my pants. You've
how?
never tried on my pants.
No,
You probably could, though. I think my thighs are bigger than yours.
Well, but I'm a 28 in pants. Like
I'm a 23.
Yeah, that's the hips are where it gets me. Well, I guess like my frame is bigger just generally, but I'm not very big. The whole moral of this is I'm small. Like the shirt I'm wearing, which may look like a medium or something, is an extra small.
I can see your vein in your right arm right now.
Sorry.
Taylor's getting shredded.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're sorry.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry.
I can be sorry if I want to be sorry. Yeah.
No.
I'm allowed to feel.
You own that vein.
I can feel however
That's your
I want.
vein. I can even see your veins in your forearms.
Well, my right arm is a bad arm to go off of this because you can't really. My tattoos hide a lot of the contrast of it. I can tell you because I look at my arms a lot of the day.
It looks bigger than your left arm.
Well, it's probably because it is bigger than my left arm.
I have not been lifting weights. Summer's coming in hot over here, and we're trying to be hot for summer.
I was hot to begin with, so I don't know.
Taylor thinks he's gonna be too hot for me.
No, hold on.
He already is.
Hold on. You keep saying that eventually I need to be careful because you're going to be too hot for me. And I just keep retorting back with, I'm already too hot for you. So what are you going to do about it?
No, okay. This all started because Taylor one day was like, I'm going to be too hot for you. And then
I did not say it like that out of
and
nowhere.
You were walking down the stairs, you were leaving. And I said, joke's on you because I've already been too hot for you for years. And you were like, and then you left.
Where was I going?
I don't know.
It's so funny.
So the whole thing is that we're trying to one up each other. He thinks I'm competitive, but he's very competitive.
I could not be less competitive with other people. Truly, I couldn't be less competitive.
I am not going to argue that. I do agree with that.
Because I mean, like maybe I guess my rationale for that competitiveness is it's still to me. Like
you're competitive with yourself.
Well, but like if we're going, such a stupid thing to go to out hot each other,
which is so dumb. It is so, but it's so good.
This is funny. Proclaiming that it's funny. To out like hot each other, I have to do the work to me and better me.
Right.
Because that's the only way to get there. So even if you do the work for you, I still have to do it to me. So that's the only bearing of that I could be competitive with it.
Yeah.
That's like the only time I would be competitive.
Just saying, I just bought self tanner and my muscles are going to look so good with a little bit of a tan.
So thought on that real quick. I had that this morning. I think I was brushing my teeth while I was looking at it. And I was like, how many things are in this? And that
I had that thought as well.
That ingredient list, man, is like a essay.
I don't understand how that works. I've never used self tanner other than like Jergens Glow back in the day.
I'm just thinking like, are you gonna cause problems? Yeah, are you gonna die because of this or what? Because I'm not really
You're not
into
down.
that. No. I think you should just not stay. You should just not be tan. Like, dude, go outdoors.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Right. So
but I'm also scared of skin cancer.
But if you're going for a run every day for like 20 minutes, that's like the perfect exposure amount of sun, and then put sunscreen on. Or if it's going to be a bright sunny day, then it's been super gloomy, but like
it's been very gloomy.
But if it's going to be like bright and sunny, then put sunscreen on. Go run.
I do. I already put sunscreen on.
We'll see.
Before
there you
I go out.
Once it gets a little more actual summery, I'm going to have to put more sunscreen on. Well,
but
more.
I feel
don't
like
put any sunscreen
scientifically it's good. That's good sun in the morning. Like you want that sun before noon.
Sure. But that doesn't change your exposure amount to not wanting
too much.
Just in general, it's not good to have just full straight sun exposure. So you still absorb and your body responds to the sun without letting you burn.
Yeah.
Like, because even when you wear sunscreen, you still end up getting tan.
This is something that I didn't think about until recently because I was teaching a private lesson and they said that they were going to do, was it like some sort of DNA test? Because we were talking about like carbs versus fat versus protein, like how our bodies digest.
Yeah.
And I was telling her that we had done that. And she was saying that she had to do some test, but the test required her to not use any wrinkle cream. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, because the wrinkle cream that she had was like very strong, like pharmaceutical sort of thing, and the ingredients would mess up the test. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, I didn't Google anything about it after. She told me that. And then I was like, that is right. Like, whatever you put on your skin, your body absorbs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what are we putting on our skin daily? Like, I don't even know what's in like certain lotions we use or like certain face stuff that I use. Like, I don't look at that.
I trust my 14-year-old little sister to have done that research. She doesn't do all of it, but she does enough of it to know what's good or bad-ish.
Yeah.
And so I go with that. I do know that like Lubriderm and those lotions that are like not scented and just kind of plain, it's like literally nothing. It's just moisturizer. Oh my God. All the moisturizing stuff. It's not like other things.
Because like I have one lotion that is almond something.
See, but that doesn't mess with me, oddly.
Have you tried it?
I've used it before.
Okay. Because
maybe that's why I felt weird. Maybe a little irritable. I don't know.
I'm
not going to test that.
But that one, like, they used it on me on a shoot and it made my skin super glowy. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And it's just like some normal lotion.
Like Nivea
Nivea, that's what it is. And it's like an almond one. And she's like, yeah, this is like my trick to put this on people before photo shoots.
Somebody touching me with that, I'm going to be like, what?
But it's super greasy. So like I went and sat in the car one time because we were going to film something and I put it on and then I sat in the car and it was like gross, greasy.
Yeah, I would lose my mind.
Ooh.
I am a no grease type of guy. Unless it's on fried food, then I love it. Okay, fun fact, weird fact, Honey Nut Cheerios have almond ingredients in it. I have been crushing Honey Nut Cheerios my whole life. I'm allergic to almonds my whole life. Whatever ingredients from an almond that are in Honey Nut Cheerios is not what I'm allergic to in an almond, and it makes me way more suspect on what I'm allergic to.
Yeah, me too.
I am not going to research it more because I don't
Straight
care.
up almonds make you very sick.
If it says almond on it, it is like a giant avoid.
Because we went to whatever place in Costa Mesa that I can't think of, and
Greenleaf,
and what you got did not have almond, but the knife, something had touched an almond, and
I think they just like well, that's a slight exaggeration. They must have prepped my food. We've been there a bunch of times.
That one was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when I have an almond. Like when I have a legitimate almond.
Yeah, that one time was pretty bad. Reaction. That's
what happens when I have an
You've
almond.
had other reactions that weren't
when
as bad
I
as
haven't had a full almond.
Okay,
when it's been like a little bit of powder in something.
Flour
that messes me up bad.
You up.
Well, of course it's an almond, but it's
but I'm trying to like weed out what has not messed you up.
Well, it's got to be because
almond butter.
But everything's made up. No, okay, hold on. Let's pause. If it says almond, it messes me up.
Yeah.
When it says almond, no, hold on. When it says almond ingredients, that means they took the chemical structure of an almond and removed a lot of it, kept some of it.
Why?
So they might have taken the part that people are mostly allergic to, because there's like certain foods. I don't remember who has an allergy like this. We know somebody that has an allergy that like certain ways that the thing is prepped or processed, they're not allergic to. So like they can have it a certain way. Like imagine like I don't know, like
roasting it.
Yeah. Imagine if you roasted it and then that burnt away whatever the chemical of the thing is, say like an almond, that burnt away the oils that like I'm allergic to the oil of it, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
I can't do any of it. That time at Greenleaf was definitely like I had a full one, or I had enough of one for it to like cause the full reaction that I get when I have an almond. So do you think
it was actually in your food or in my food?
Well, I think whatever it was prepped in the same spot. So if there was almond dust or almond like shavings, or they had crushed them and I got like one or two like it can be almost microscopic and my body will do exactly that. But like when it's almond flour, that's so spread out, so like minimally through something. I mean, I'm not having bread ever that's like an almond flour, but like if like the perfect example is I had a chocolate cake when we were in France, like a decade ago, whenever we were in France with my family. They put a teaspoon of almond flour in this entire cake. It was like a 12-inch it was a tall cake. It was like 6 inches tall. It was like 12 inches. It was to feed like 16 people.
Yeah.
And they put a teaspoon in it. And I either finished a full slice, it's not an American slice. So like, keep in mind, it's like a small slivery slice, like a good size, but like not that big. And it was like within 5 minutes, I had to go deal with heartburn and throwing up for 45 minutes.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty miserable. But that I was like, when I came back up and I was feeling okay, I was like, there had to have been almonds in the chocolate cake. And we asked the chef and he goes, "Oh, yeah, there's 1 teaspoon of almond flour in it." And I was like, so that's how reactive my body is to it. Yeah, I was like, why would you put almond flour in it? I was like, you ruined a good thing. You could have left it. And I was like, it was some of the best chocolate cake I've had. And I cannot say that it was because of the almond flavor. I don't think that was it. It was just a really good chocolate cake.
I have a whole cookbook that's like healthier desserts.
And it's all almond based.
All almond flour.
It's just stupid.
And like I've redone the recipe to use regular stuff or like coconut flour in places, but it's not the same.
Coconut flour?
Mm-hmm.
The heck is that?
I used coconut flour for something I just made, not the baklava. It was...
Baklava is one of those that scares me to eat, even though I know it doesn't have it.
Yeah, you know how many people in our family asked if I had put almonds in it? And I said, no.
Yeah, it was everybody, but it was one of those things where I'm like, I appreciate that this is the only time that you guys care if there's almonds in something after I've already eaten one.
And I made it. Like, I'm not going to put almonds in it.
Yeah.
But Scarlett was very confused because she opened our pantry. Scarlett was over here and she was like looking for snacks. And Taylor's a big snack person, but I don't buy snacks because Taylor's a big snack person.
I'll crush a whole family-sized bag of chips if we give it to me.
So I only buy like nuts and peanut butter. Like that is the stuff that I snack on.
I'd crush a whole jar of peanut butter if I didn't have self-control too.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you that you have not.
It takes a lot.
Especially when I buy 2 huge jars of peanut butter from Costco.
You know, I say that, and I honestly think I'd get like 3 spoonfuls in and be like, dude, I literally can't have more peanut butter.
My max is like 2 spoonfuls.
It's a lot. Okay, anyway, keep going.
She opened the cabinet and was searching for snacks and it was just nuts and stuff. And she was like, what the heck? And then she was like, wait, also, why do you have a huge bag of almonds?
Yeah, not for me.
I was like, those are for me.
Yeah, when Nicole tries to kill Taylor.
No, I would not. That's your mom's job.
Yeah, she does that often. It's always trying to kill me.
The best was the rice pilaf.
God, that was so bad.
And
Didn't I eat it?
Yeah, you did. And it had like straight up almonds. And it was like a package that she bought.
It was
right?
from Kirkland. Yeah, it was like a rice pilaf from Kirkland. She did. You know, it's one of those things where like if you don't think about it, who cares? It's also like I feel like not like. When people think healthy, they think almond. It's no other nut ever. It's always
it is
almond.
like really good fats.
Sure.
Out of all of them.
Great. Also,
that and what did I just use? Pecans? Man, those are loaded with fat.
Sure. But I'm like, there's other nuts. And also, you don't even have to put nuts in it for it to be healthy.
No.
So it's like,
but
get
like,
out of here, people.
The baklava that I made, did we talk about that? Whenever you say that, it confuses me and I'm going to mess it up. It makes me angry.
One day.
Don't do it. Might. Did we talk about that on here?
What do you mean? You're talking about it right now.
Okay. For Mother's Day, his mom wanted...
Mother's Day was like 3 days ago. 4 days ago. We have not podcasted since Mother's Day.
I don't know. For Mother's Day, his mom wanted Mediterranean food and I was trying to figure out what dessert to make. And she was like, ooh, make baklava. And I was like, I don't know how to make that. That seems very difficult. And she was like, you're good. And I was like, you're right. I can do it. And so I did it. And it was really good.
It was miserable to watch you make that, though. It took you like 4 hours just to prep it.
It took me a really long time, but it was really good. Like it was worth it.
Yeah, I would have removed more of the chocolate chips.
Yeah, I want to redo it and just do it without chocolate chips.
I'm saying, dude, sprinkle like 12 in the whole thing.
I would actually do less. I know that this is probably not as traditional, but I would. Well, chocolate chips is not traditional.
Yeah, there's nothing traditional about chocolate in a baklava.
But the layering of the phyllo, I would do less. Like it was a bit too much for me. It was 10, 10, 12.
Maybe do like 8, 8, 10.
Good idea. But man.
Or you could do 8, 8, 8.
That filling. Oh, I actually just want to make the filling again and leave it to dry and like break it up into like crisps.
I'm pretty certain it's not going to dry like that.
I think it will.
You used honey and maple syrup.
Yeah.
Both of those things don't dry rock solid.
It doesn't need to be rock solid, but that on ice cream would be divine.
Pretty certain that's going to get moldy before you get it to the point of like
worth
hard.
It.
Oh, that's disgusting. God, what are you?
What if you put it in the fridge?
I'm just saying, like, it's not going to harden, and then you have like these weird mushy nuts.
I would eat it before I even need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just thinking chemically, you're not. It's
it
not gonna
was
work.
so good. The filling. I used pistachios and pecans. So
Pistachios and pecans.
No almonds for Taylor.
Correct. I've heard of it being with walnuts before.
Yeah, I just didn't want to buy walnuts.
I thought we had walnuts.
Or no, sorry, not walnuts. Oh my gosh, hazelnuts.
I've never heard of it with hazelnuts.
One of the recipes I found that I was looking, I had like 4 different recipes that were slightly different.
What is traditional? Is traditional walnuts?
I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm allergic to, but I am allergic to something. I think it's like fake cinnamon because what's the alcohol that we have a huge bottle of it.
It's pistachios is I think the traditional.
Really?
I think it's just pistachios for traditional one.
Oh, the pecans are good. Toasted pecans. Hi, Kevin. Kevin's eating lunch.
There's a bunch of different ones, but it just keeps saying nuts. So I guess
It's a free-for-all.
It varies depending on the place you go, question mark.
I feel like almonds would not work in it. It would be too hard.
I do not know.
Well, I crush pistachios. I buy, again from Costco, I buy the big bag, which the bag of pistachios is not as big as the other ones.
It's because they're more expensive.
Is it? The walnuts and the pecans, I think, are the same price, and those are a pretty big bag. And then the pistachios, I just grab a full handful of those every time, and it's so good.
I don't really do the. I'm not.
You don't do nuts?
I don't do the nut grab. I did it. I said it.
Oh gosh.
It says walnuts. Pistachios or walnuts are the most
Really?
commonly used. Walnuts are more bitter. Pistachios are more sweet. So you did a
Sweet.
relatively untraditional.
Yeah.
Well, not relatively, very untraditional because you used pecans, pistachios, and chocolate chips.
I liked the chocolate chip edition.
No, I thought it was fun, but I think
family
that
didn't like it.
my family didn't like it, but proceeded to eat all but 2 slices of it. So yes,
But they didn't like the chocolate chips.
I think that
Your
they were just
grandpa-
critiquing it.
Yeah, your grandpa was mad about it at first. And then he said, but this is damn good. And he ate the whole thing.
Exactly.
And then I think he ate
and
another
he had
one.
like 2 more. Everybody had at least 2 because you brought like 14
It was
slices.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and I had one little tiny of it. I was being real good.
2.
I did good that day. No, I think that the chocolate chips were good, but I think that way less. I wanted it to be like a surprise every like 3 bites, not every bite had a chocolate chip.
That's a good idea.
You know, just give like, just in case you're just like, put a little chocolate chip in there.
My next venture for baking is going to be a chocolate croissant.
I think that you should take it easy on the dessert and baking situation
So I can be hotter than you?
so that I don't have to eat all this stuff.
So that you can be hotter.
No, I just don't want to eat all sorts of. I don't like if you make it. It's so much effort to make like one.
Sure,
And
but I want to compare to Europe.
But who cares? Because you're definitely not going to do it as good. Zero chance.
Yeah,
Because the ingredients aren't as good and they're not as fresh, and you're not going to. So why bother? Never made versus made for centuries. Just leave it to the professionals.
You're right.
You know, go to Starbucks, get one from Starbucks, which is not a great one, and compare it.
Yeah, not
And there you
nearly
go.
as good. The best chocolate croissants I had ever were actually in Germany. And they were little mini ones at a breakfast thing at a hotel.
Well, when we were in France, we didn't really do the breakfast food situation.
When you and I were in France?
We didn't do the cafe situation. We skipped straight on to crepes and grilled cheese.
Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, I forgot.
Croque monsieur and croque madame.
Oh.
There's if you don't know what those are, okay, so a croque monsieur is a it's like a ham and cheese grilled cheese.
And then
it's literally the best thing you could ever think of. If you don't like a ham sandwich or grilled cheese, I promise you'll like this. And then I don't know actually, but it's really good. And then a croque madame is
even
the
better.
same sandwich with a fried egg and cheese on top.
Not a fried egg, an over easy egg.
That is the same thing.
Well,
it's fried on one side. So sunny side up, over easy, over medium, whatever you order it as, it is. Why you got to be so technical and ruin this whole thing? A fried egg.
What do you mean?
A fried egg is.
I'm imagining it.
Hold on. A fried egg could be sunny side up. It could be over easy. It could be over medium. It could be over hard. You don't put scrambled eggs on top of that. No. Exactly my point. So it's any of the forms that you want. All of those are runny sans the over hard. Okay. Cheese. Having to make it like something special.
If you use a clip of this, I was just staring like this, just imagining it in front of me and then cutting it up.
All right. Well, this is her telling me that
putting it in my mouth.
All right.
It's so good. I would eat those. I did eat those every day, I think, when we were in France. But we did go to a cafe. It was one of the coffee shops that Priscilla had recommended. And we met Priscilla there. And then we proceeded to go there every day. And we got a croissant and coffee every morning.
Are we sure we got a croissant?
Mm-hmm. I have pictures to prove it.
Are you sure I got a croissant? Because I'm pretty sure I was on the very, like, I ate once to twice a day situation.
Back then you were not a fan.
Not into it. I'll crush. You hand me, just like the last episode, I'll do a jog. Toss me one of those pain au chocolat or whatever you want to call it. Cornetto. Chocolate cornetto. Something. I don't care.
Anything.
Give me a pastry. No almonds. Toss that baby at me. I'll eat it whenever.
Yeah.
No questions.
You're a changed man.
Oh, man. Give it to me. Better toss me an espresso, too. That one will be dirty, but...
Just pick that up on your way.
Hit me in the face. Coffee everywhere.
Open your mouth.
No. Definitely not doing that on the podcast either.
I just did. We ran this morning and I got 2 bugs directly to the face. I got one on one way to the left eye and then coming back the other way to the right eye. And I was like smiling, waving at neighbors and just imagining that I had bugs all over my face.
You smile and there's bugs in your teeth.
How do you prevent that? I know people wear like glasses.
Sounds like you solved it.
I need a full mask. I need to wear like a catcher's mask, but with like a screen.
A catcher's mask is not going to stop a bug. But also, I think that's just part of what happens when you go outside, is that like nature happens.
You know? I have a sty on my eye.
Oh, God forbid.
That's not from the bug. Yes, God forbid. It hurts. It hurts a lot. And I think it's because I got this waterproof mascara. I'm blaming it on the waterproof mascara. And I couldn't get, because I refuse to buy makeup remover for some odd reason. So I've just been using like a Dove bar of soap to wash my face at night, which I love, but it does not get this waterproof mascara off. And so I think I went to sleep with it on still a little bit, and it messed up my eye.
I'm going to give all of the viewers a little bit more insight into how I help you solve your problems. Ready for this, everybody? Hey, Nicole, what usually causes a sty in your eye?
Stress.
And lack of
sleep.
Oh,
but that's not it.
What have you had the last couple days?
7.5 hours of sleep instead of 8.
We've been going to bed at like midnight, and you've been getting up with me like 4 times when I get up at like 6:20 and then 6:30, and then I'm out of bed, and then the cats come in, and then you wake up and do other stuff. And it's a few days of
and I keep trying to go back to sleep, and it doesn't work.
What you do, because you say
2 days ago, yesterday. Was that when you like kissed me goodbye? You left?
Yesterday I went for a walk outside. I was done. Let's play set this here. I got up at, I don't know, 6 something, maybe 7. And I did my whole morning routine, which is like stretching and all sorts of stuff, which takes like an hour. You woke up with the cats, went back to sleep, woke up and said something to me. And then I like gently woke you up, told you I was going for a walk, left, came back. She's barely awake on the bed. Like just in bed still, hardly awake. And it's now like, it's still early. It's still like 9.
Makes me sound like I'm so lazy.
No, I'm not. I'm place setting that's how it's, you brought it
up. It makes me
up.
feel like I'm very lazy.
No, you sleep longer than I do, and you need it, and it works for you.
When he told me he was going to go for a walk, I woke up. This has happened twice now in the past like 2 months, where I wake up with a full, I'm not a drooler, but there's been twice now where I wake up and there's a pool of drool, like literally this big, next to me.
Okay, can you explain it to people that listen?
I'm out
How
hard.
big is this big?
The bottom of a cup.
That is unbelievably vague. So like a 4-inch pool?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go, everybody.
Thank you. And I'm out hard on the side of my face, on my stomach, and my pillow is typically above my head, like on top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I end up there, but sometimes I don't know. I just end up there. And the pool of drool next to me is so gross. And I'm like, oh, like I'm disgusted with myself. And then I'm like, wow, I was out hard. And that's what happened again yesterday. And it like, after I like got scared, like you said I wasn't scared when you
not at all
said bye.
Nope.
But his like saying goodbye to me scared me awake. I don't know what was happening. But then I proceeded to stretch for an hour at least yesterday. And then I was feeling on some other sort of level. And we got in the car and he was like, "Can you drive?" And I said, yes. And I proceeded to drive the wrong way twice. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm on a whole other, I don't know.
plane of existence.
Yeah, I'm not on the same level as you right now. Life is good. I have no worries. I'm just driving. And he's like, "Well, can you please drive to where we need to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, didn't you say you wanted to go to Target?" Because I was already going the wrong way. And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, then let's just pretend that that's where I'm going, because I'm going that way right now."
Yeah, we had to go to Target because since we've reorganized this room, we have moved her desk, and the cats like to be on her desk in the morning. But, or I guess, I don't know, at any point in the night. I only know in the morning because they're usually there when I get them. But Nicole hopefully has learned her lesson that she can't leave her keyboard out. Because she left her keyboard out one morning and there was a big ol' hairball across the whole thing.
Lucky me.
Mm-hmm. No, lucky me.
Yeah, lucky Taylor, because he did clean it.
Yeah, I tried to clean it and all the keys are still stuck. So I had to take it apart yesterday and actually clean it. But we needed alcohol to clean it.
So glamorous.
Took me many an hour.
It was pretty gross, but it was pretty cool to see you take the keys off.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah, it was not that difficult. If you don't have gentle hands, don't Don't try it at home.
Therefore, Taylor did it, not me.
I feel like you're as gentle as I am.
I don't know. I get frustrated.
I'm more meticulous, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I did learn that. We went to Target. We got alcohol. And we got
71% isopropyl alcohol.
not alcohol to drink.
You just pour some Jack Daniels on it or something. Some gin.
I'm still trying to think of that alcohol that I'm allergic to that we have. It's the C one.
Kraken.
You were like, I don't know. You didn't.
No, because you didn't ask. You did not specify alcohol. You just said, "What is it that I'm allergic to?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Kraken. It's like fake cinnamon or some spices, not real cinnamon, because I have that all the time.
But also, I don't know how allergic you are versus how much your body just doesn't really like it.
Hives is not a good sign.
But you don't really get hives because you've had Kraken before, and you're like, "Oh, my tongue feels a little funky."
Well, I do know that Big Red gum makes my tongue swell up.
But how much is swell up? Because it's not visually noticeable. So it's only like,
yeah, not like, maybe if I had more than one stick, it would be more. But yeah, it swells up enough for me to be like, well, this isn't good.
Right. But like also, how often are you having Big Red gum? Anyway? How often are people having Big Red gum?
I used to be very into it. And then I realized very quickly that was not a good route for me to go.
One pack and you're done, huh?
Yeah. And then Kraken makes me like my cheeks and neck like red and hot, but not so red that like he's saying it's not like, whoa, what's wrong with you? I just feel it.
Yeah, last time you had it, and I think it's the time we realized it, you looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was purely, you knew that you were hot and you knew that it was like radiating or something, but it didn't show at all.
It's kind of like how I felt after Death Valley with the sand. You know how my skin was like all messed up, but again, you were like,
yeah, you were like, my skin is so messed up. I'm like, your skin looks exactly the same as it always has.
So messed up. Like the feeling of it was all.
Yeah, because your skin was mad about being outdoors.
Yeah, doesn't like it. But anyway, at Target, we also bought a fake Pop-Tart, not a real Pop-Tart. It's like a keto protein Pop-Tart.
Yeah, protein pastry.
Because in the alcohol aisle, the rubbing alcohol,
that's also the protein aisle.
It's also the protein aisle. And so we turned around and we were like, oh, this is fun. And I was like, yeah, let's get a treat. Like, why not? And so we tried this Pop-Tart. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's if you close your eyes and you eat it and you think really, really, really hard that it's kind of like a brown sugar cinnamon thing that tastes not like brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart, that
you're still going to be wrong.
That tastes like you're eating something from keto. Okay, if you've never done keto if you've never bought keto snacks.
This is a good PSA, actually.
Yeah, if you've never bought keto snacks,
keep it that way. Don't do it.
It's not good. If you're going to do keto, just don't even bother with that stuff. It's so expensive and it really does not taste great. Whatever
it's
the sugar,
fake sugar.
It's the sugar alcohols. They taste absolutely horrendous. They're horrendous.
I was so bummed out because I was like, excited about it. I was like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
Yeah, the picture on it looked far better than it tasted. But I think it upset my stomach. I think
it did too. I think that's why I've been going to the bathroom.
You were just gonna full send it, huh? Yeah. Okay.
I've had
okay, you're still going, huh? No, we're stopping this. Great. These keto snacks
did upset my stomach.
These keto snacks are not great. I have yet to have had a keto snack that's like branded for keto.
And all that really means is that it's low net carbs. Right?
Okay, that's real broad. Okay. Being in keto is, yes, you have to have really low net carbs.
Yeah.
But to get low net carbs, you take the things out of the things you love, which is sugar and the real carbs, and you replace them with processed fake carbs,
Which just does not seem like a good idea for your body anyway.
Which the generic term is like dietary fiber, which is awesome. You're like, oh yeah, that's great for me. Fiber, cool. Except for the part when it's like a sugar alcohol or whatever it is. And then it's like, when you taste it, it's bitter and gross and it leaves a very weird aftertaste with you.
Like, I know sugar is not necessarily great for your body, but I feel like that sugar is also not great for your body.
Everything in moderation, baby. I don't know what the research says. I ain't no doctor.
I'd rather have a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, we also looked up the calories of a Pop-Tart, and those things are wild,
It
man.
is shocking.
They're roughly 400 calories for 2.
I used to slang those packets.
Or was it 1? Was 1? I think
no,
1.
it was for a packet. It was a serving
It was
size
for a
of 2.
packet?
Yeah.
Okay. So then 200 calories of Pop-Tart ain't too bad, but that's a lot of empty calories in there.
It's nothing good for you.
Yeah, but those brown sugar cinnamon guys,
They're
they're
really
just
good.
a little tiny bit warmed up.
The reason that I was like, yes, let's get these is because, again, Costco. I was at Costco the other day and I was walking by and they have this huge multi-pack of Pop-Tarts. And every time I see it, I'm like, gosh, that looks so good. That looks so good. And I was like, I'm never going to buy that. And that's a bummer to me that I'm never going to buy that. But I did also walk by the peanut M&Ms and I almost bought those because those were colorful and looked fun.
That's my weakness too.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
I could eat so many of those. I go to all those. I love peanut M&Ms. I'm hungry. That's what I am.
It's 3 p.m. Did you eat lunch?
Sort of.
What'd you have?
Like a yogurt situation.
I need a spoonful of peanut butter right now.
Well, then we gotta be done. Okay. Well, thank you for being here. She needs a spoonful of peanut butter.
A spoonful of peanut butter makes the medicine.
Maybe
No,
not.
no.
Thank you for being here. Please please subscribe. If you want to leave a review, that would be dope if you're listening to this. If not, well, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys anyway. We appreciate you.
If you're allergic to almonds, stay away from them.
If you're allergic to anything, stay away from it. There was a commercial that we just watched the other day that was like, if you're allergic to this thing, don't take it. I'm like, are we really in a place where people are dumb enough that like, I'm allergic to this thing, I'm going to take it?
Probably.
Okay. You can get episodes early if you sign up for a membership on glitterandcalendar.com or the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Okay, bye.